Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Discourse on Law and Politics. In today's video, we will discuss how to read the Supreme Court cases. Now my dear friends, you all know that in India, the Supreme Court cases is one of the finest source to get the judgments of the Supreme Courts here. So whenever you will have a copy of Supreme Court cases, that is hard copy of the Supreme Court cases, then you will have this kind of the structure. Now here you can see the Supreme Court cases has been written here, and at the bottom you can see here the year in which it was published. So this is the Supreme Court cases of the year of 1976, and it is a part of the volume 2. Here you can also see how to keep the citation to the Supreme Court cases. So you can see 1976 to SCC. So 2 is about the volume, SCC is about the journals. So this is the way you can find this a kind of the front page of the Supreme Court cases whenever you will have with you. Okay. Now the next page which is going to come after this front page, on the cover page, you will see like this. You will see the name of the journal, that is Supreme Court cases, the volume as well as the year. You can see volume and year, you all can see here. And they have also given a mode of citation, how to cite the Supreme Court cases judgment. So that is the way you can see. So whenever you are going to have a citation from the Supreme Court cases here, you will always write in this style. So within the parenthesis, you will write the name of the year, then after volume number, and then the name of the journal. That is the way you can find here. Now the publisher is Eastern Book Company. So this is the kind of the basic details you will get on the second page of this SCC journal. Okay. Now moving further, you will see here the justices of the Supreme Court of India. So here you will see this is the name of judges who were the part of Supreme Court in the year of the 1976. So if you are going with a new and recent Supreme Court SCC, then in that case you will have the name of judges who were the Chief Justice and also the Associate Justices. That is the way you will get this, the second page of this journal here. Moving further, then you will find this, the content, and in the content you will find that the table of the cases cited, table of cases reported, and then you will also get a general section where you can find some articles. For example, you can see in the year of 1976, one article written by Professor P.K. Tripathi, which is written on the submission made before the Swarn Singh Committee. So that is the way you can find some kind of the scholarly writing as well. Here you can see some kind of speech of the judges. You can also find, you can see here, Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer's inaugural address at the second State Lawyers Conference. So this is the way you can find the structure of this SCC. So this is the combination of the journals. That means a kind of the combination of the articles as well as the cases reported here. So this is the way you can find the next page on this journal of SCC. Moving further, you will see the table of cases reported. Now you can see on this page you will find that the number of cases which has been reported as well as the name of the cases which has been reported. You can see here the number of the name of the cases which has been reported here. They all in the alphabetical order. Apart from the alphabetical order, you can see on the opposite side, you can see the page number here. So this is the page number and this is the name of the cases here. So name of the cases which you can see here, one of the important case which you all know that in the Indian constitutional matters, that is ADM Jabalpur. So Additional District Magistrate versus Shivakant Shukla. This is the popularly known as habeas corpus case. So this is the way you can see the structure you will have on the next page, and then you will also see on which page number this case has been reported here. So this case of ADM Jabalpur versus Shivakant Shukla has been reported on the page number 521. So this is the way you will see the structure. Similarly, you can see, for example, just take the Bechan Pandey versus Dulhin Janki Devi. This case has been reported on the page number 286. So you need to just go to the page number of 521 to 86. So this is the way you will get the table of cases reported on the next page. So this is the structure of the Supreme Court cases, that how the structure is given, what kind of structure is there about the Supreme Court cases. Okay, moving further, you can see this is the way you can find the reported cases, alphabetical order. You can see here, already I had discussed on this one. Then you will also find that table of cases cited. So how many cases has been cited from the various judgments. So that kind of the reference you will get also that. For example, one of the case which you can see here, I am just zooming it. A.K. Gopalan versus State of Madras. This case has been cited in this journal on this page number 521, 598, 662, 734. So this is the way you can find that the table of cases which has been cited in these judgments. That means the judgment which has been reported here in this Supreme Court cases. So in these cases has been cited. So this is the way you can find the name of judgment which has been cited by Supreme Court in these judgments, and in which pages it has been cited. You can also get the details about this. So you can see here, just for another example, you can see that Bihar State Board Religion Trust versus Visweswar Das, the judgment of 1971, has been cited on the page number 417. So this is the way you can find the page number where this case has been cited by Supreme Court in this journal of Supreme Court cases. Moving further, if you just go further, you will find this. The first part which will come here, it is about the journal section. Already I had discussed a little bit about this. So in the journal section, you will get some article, as well as you can get some kind of the speech by some judges. So here you can see one of the speech which was delivered by late judge, that means Supreme Court Judge P.R. Krishna. Here you can see here. So he has delivered a speech in the year of 1971 at the State Lawyers Conference. So you can see this speech. So this journal section will have a speech of the judges, as well as some articles from the professors as well. So that is the way you can see. After this journal section, you will get the main part of this journal, where you will get the number of cases which has been reported here. So my dear friends, as you all have seen previously, the name of the cases has been written in the alphabetical order, but the page numbers were different one. So here the cases which has been cited first, as a page number wise, they will come here first. So as you had seen here, just I am going to show you. This is the first case in the table of case reported was ADM Jabalpur, because it was started from ADM, but the case has been reported on the page number 521. But when you will go to the main part of this one, you will see here the judgments which are going to be reported here in the Supreme Court cases. They are coming as a page number wise. So which case has been cited on the page number 1, that would be reported here like this. So on the page number 1 of this Supreme Court cases journal, you will see here the case which has been cited, that is State of Punjab and another versus Iqbal Singh. So this is a case of civil appeal number, you can see here. Okay, so here you can see the method of citation 1976. This is the year of publication, you can see here. Just I am showing you 1976, then volume 2 Supreme Court cases, and the page number 1. So on the page number 1 of the Supreme Court cases, this case has been cited. The name of the case is State of Punjab and another versus Iqbal Singh. So this is the way you will get the cases page number wise. Now you all have seen that the ADM Jabalpur case was cited at the page number of the 521. Okay, so we are just going to take that case here, how to read the judgment. So here you can see, I am just zooming it. You can see the case is ADM Jabalpur, and the page number is of 521. So on the page number 521, you can see the case of ADM Jabalpur versus Shivakant Shukla. So now here you can see, my dear friends, on this page you can find that how to cite this judgment. So you can see here the year will come, then volume, the name of journal, and then the page number. So this is the way you need to cite this case whenever you are citing this case in any project or in article writing. Okay. Now here you can see the structure. Here you can see the name of judges has been mentioned. Justice A.N. Ray, who was the Chief Justice at that time, Justice H.R. Khanna, M.H. Beg, Y.V. Chandrachud, and P.N. Bhagwati. So these judges who were involved in this case, their name has been mentioned here in this case or on this page here. So you can find the name of judges. Now here you can find that the name of appellant. So appellant is Additional District Magistrate Jabalpur, and the respondent who was there, that was the Shivakant Shukla. Apart from this, you can see there were more appellant also. State of UP was also there. Then VKS Chaudhary in that case was a respondent. So it is a case where so many appellants and respondents were clubbed together. So this is the way you can find the name of the judges who were involved in this case. Then you can also read the name of the appellant. So because the first appellant who was there, the appellant was Additional District Magistrate Jabalpur. So therefore this case is being known as a ADM Jabalpur case here. You can see. Okay. So this is the way you can find here. Now after this, on this page number 521, you will find that after the name of the parties, you will see here that who were the interveners in this case. So that is the way some other people who had participated. You can also see the name of the list here. Okay. So this is the way you can see the name of judges, the page number on which it has been cited, and the name of the parties who were involved in this case. Now after this, you will see a structure like this. My dear friends, I want to tell you that this structure which you are seeing here, it is not very much universal in all the cases which has been reported. But this case has been reported, and it is very important to us being a student of the law, and particularly in the Constitution. So they have edited this judgment in this manner, where you can see the statement of the facts and the arguments as well. But there may be some cases where you may not have this kind of the structure in the Supreme Court cases as well. So how to read this judgment? Normally what you see in most of the cases which has been reported in the Supreme Court cases, you will find that the statement of the facts first, like this. So you can see this is a statement of the facts, you can see here. So basically you all know that this case belongs to the time of emergency. So it is a time when the emergency was in India. So you can see the article which was involved, the timing, the facts, it has been given here. The act which was involved here, the MISA Act which was involved here, you can see here all these things. Now after this, you can have a section of the arguments. The arguments which were made from the side of the government, because in this case, the case were filed from the state side. So the cases, the arguments from the side of the from side of the petitioners is going to become from the Attorney General. You can see here. Okay. Then you will see the arguments. This is the way you can see the arguments which were made by the petitioners, and then you can see after the petitioner you can find the arguments which were made by the respondent here. You can see here on the screen as well. I hope that you are getting this point. So after the name of judges, after the parties who were involved, other interveners, you will get the statement of the facts. Then you will get the arguments from both the parties, respondents as well as the petitioners. Then you will get this kind of the structure here, my dear friends, because this judgment has so many issues within itself. Therefore, you can see, my dear friends, so many issues were involved. So I am going to take only few of the issues here. The one of the issues which you can find that it was in this case, whether the petition was maintainable during the time of emergency, particularly of the habeas corpus. So you can see here, if you read these catchwords which are in the black letters, you can see here Article 359 was involved, 352 and 358 was involved, and the issue which was involved here, it was about suspension of Article 14, 19, 21, 22. And the question which was here, whether during this time when the emergency has been imposed, whether the detainee can file a petition of the habeas corpus. So that was the question here. So this is the way you can find that there's some basic issues which are involved here. So if you are having very less time to read the entire judgment, so then you can read this catchwords which are in the black letters, and then you can get the opinion of the judges on these issues. You can see here. So on this issue, Justice Ray, what he had said, that kind of point you can see. And if you want to get in more detail about his opinion, then you can go to this para number 44 of this Supreme Court cases here. So this is the way you can refer the paras where you can get the more details about these judgments. Apart from this, you can also see some judgment which has been cited by the Justice Ray. You can see here. So he had cited, while discussing this para number 33 and 35, he has cited this judgment, that was the judgment of Lee versus Anderson, King versus Holiday ex parte Jedig. So these are the cases which he had cited. So this is the way you can see what was the opinion of Chief Justice Ray on this point. You can get here. Okay. Similarly, you can find the opinion of other judges like Justice Beg. Here you can see what he had said on this point. So this is the way you can find the opinions, the point which has been made by the judges of the Supreme Court on these issues. So here you can see on this part 1 what kind of the point has been mentioned by the judges, in which para these are the points has been discussed in more detail. You can refer these paras. So this is the way you can read this Supreme Court cases here. So you can find here. Similarly, you can see what was the opinion of Justice Bhagwati, what was the opinion of Justice Chandrachud in this case on this issue. You can find here. Okay, whether the maintainability of petition for habeas corpus is during the emergencies is maintainable. So you can find here their opinion on this issue. So this is the way you can read the issues. You can find the issues here. Okay, you all know that Justice Khanna had made a dissenting opinion. So what was his dissenting opinion? You can also get from these catchwords, and then you can get the opinion from there. If you have less time, then you can get this approach, and then you can find the major points in this case. Moving further, you can see similarly you can find some other issues which were involved. So in A, the issue was involved whether the writ of petition can be maintainable. So on the second issue which was there, whether the Article 21 is the sole repository of the right of life and personal liberty. So what was the opinion of Justice Ray on this point? You can get. Similarly, you can get the opinion of other judges as well. So this is the way you can find the issues in the Supreme Court cases. Another issue which you can see, what is the nature and origin of the writ of habeas corpus. So that is the way you can find that what the point Justice Ray had made here on this issue. You can see. So that is the way you can find these important things. Okay. So now this judgment is having more than 100 pages. So therefore it has been divided in the part wise. However, if you are having a small judgment, then it would not have the part wise. Okay, so that is the way you can see. Now after this you can find some miscellaneous part may be also involved here on the constitutional issues. So this is the way you can find here. So you can see A, B, C, D like N. You can find the various issues which were involved in this case. You can find here. After this catchwords, you can find here the name of the advocates who appeared in this case. So here you can see who were appeared in the from the side of applicant. You can see Srimati Menak Ben, Maharaj Jai Singh, who had appeared on the side of the state. Okay, so that is the way you can find here. So who were from the intervened. Now here from the state you can see the Advocate General Mr. M.C. Nilhani, Santi Bhushan, Senior Advocate. He was also appeared from the side of the government. So this is the way you can find the name of the advocates who were appeared in this case. Now you can see a good number of lists here who were appeared as a advocate generals, who were appeared as the attorney general, you can see. So after the cash, this is the way how you will see the judgments. So you can see all the judgments will have some paras. Okay. So in the first initial paras, you will find that most of the time you will see here the facts of the cases and how they had discussed on this point. So you can see on the page number para number 525 what was the issues were mentioned. So this is the way you will see the entire judgment would be mentioned in the para wise. Okay. So para number 594. So that is the way you can see. So you can see here this judgment was started from the page number 521 and now it is going to end at the page number 777. So you can see the pages which are here. It is around more than 150 pages are there. So now at the end of the judgment, you will find that what kind of the judgment was made. So you can see here the appeals are disposed of accordingly. So this is the way you can see that how the judgment finally was held, what kind of the remedy was given. So at the bottom you can find the remedies which was given to the parties here. Okay. So my dear friend, this is the way you can read the entire Supreme Court cases, or whenever you will have a copy of Supreme Court cases journal, you can read the judgment in this way. So my dear friends, I hope that you had liked this video. If you have liked this video, you want to get more such video, please subscribe our channel so that we can give more information on these issues or on these matters. Thank you to everyone for watching this video.